What's good, YT family? It's your brother ELI coming with another KVA video. I know it's been a very, very long time. Very, very long time. Honestly, there's no excuse for how long it's been. I'm so thankful and so grateful for the people who still here, supporting the KVA movement, supporting the 90s movement, supporting ELI, and I'm so thankful for you guys, man. I appreciate everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I know it's been a very long time since I spoke to you guys. A lot of things have gone on, and it's impossible for me to break this down in one video. So I got more videos coming to pretty much reintroduce myself to YouTube and reintroduce myself to my friends, my KVA family, my 90s family, my ELI family. I hope everything's going well with you guys. I appreciate you guys for still being here, still staying patient with your boy. You know, this military transition to artist has been just such a rocky road, man. But we're going to talk about that later in another video. For right now, we're going to talk about the truth on why the Carter 6 has received the reviews that it has. And I'm going to give my take on it. And I'm going to say why I believe the reviews have, because now that the album has been out for a little while. I believe it's almost been like a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. I'm starting to see different opinions, right? I'm starting to see people say, oh, it's actually pretty decent. It's just the production. And then I probably want to say the first 3 days, people were just saying like it was just all bad. Like it just was completely just not a good project. And I honestly believe both things. I believe that depending on how you're looking at it, depending on how you perceive the Carter series to be, I think that it's how do I say it? Your age has a lot to do with it, right? I'm just start there, right? Like I'm 30 years old, 30 years young, I would say. I see Wayne as a whole different type of artist than I could say probably the average 20 to 15-year-old person does see Lil Wayne, right? This album is nowhere near what Wayne is, how great the impact he is. This album isn't a representation of who Wayne is as a whole, right? I know that everybody, it's always what have you done for me lately? It's always what have you done in the now? And that's what people judge harshly because, a lot of us are slaves to the present. But so I understand why this album is just like kind of giving him such a bad rep. And he's not just had a bad album. He's had a few songs, in my opinion. He's had a few songs to where like, even when he's rapping, it's like he's forcing himself to just be creative when Wayne first was coming out and dropping mixtapes, dropping remixes, dropping features. It was almost as if like the creativity just flowed and it just wasn't hard for him to be different. And now I think he's fighting, he's struggling to be different. Like he's trying to be too different in a way. Like he's trying to be too different and he's trying to figure out ways to like keep himself still relevant because like, being 40 plus into the music industry is very tough in the culture of hip hop, point blank period. Like to be 40 something years old and still get the attention of anybody. Really, like, I mean, I know you're gonna have your core fans, right? That might, still support you, which they probably will. But to also keep the youth, right, which Wayne kind of still does. Like Wayne is still very much a youthful person. Like he's still a person who dresses very youthful, acts very youthful. Does He's a person who I personally don't think he's aged as far as being an artist. Like he hasn't shifted from being Lil Wayne, like the beginning of his name, Lil Wayne. Like he's never shifted from the man, the father. Like I don't feel that kind of rhetoric in his music, right? And that's cool. That's cool. Not everybody has to, but I think that has a lot to do with why we, at least my generation, why we still see him in certain ways, and we're like, bro, like when you're rapping now you're just saying anything, and it's just not even making sense. And like, bro, we don't want to hear that. Like, where, his core fans grew up, man. His core fans are fathers now, mothers now. They not trying to just hear, you know, gonna make you do this, and oh man, I have sex with her so much that da 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 da, and why pill popping da da. Like, we don't want to hear that shit. Like, we just don't want to hear that. And I think that's what the initial reviews came from. Like, bro, we really don't want to hear that. And then probably like in a week, everybody was like, it's not bad. It's probably just like the production, which the production was terrible. Like, the production was terrible, which I don't even understand. How could the production be terrible with so much beats going around? So many beats going around like that I'm hearing newer artists be on. Like, Wayne didn't have any of that. Wayne had just a whole bunch of stuff that, like, it just had a whole bunch of old beats. Like, the beats just didn't sound like they were made. They didn't even sound like they were made in 2025, if I'm being honest. Like, I just feel like the beats just wasn't good. The production just wasn't as good. And, his raps is just his raps. You know what you're getting from Wayne. But that's just, I just think he just hasn't grown as an artist. And that's cool. Like, I'm not judging Wayne. He's already a legend. Like, I respect Wayne. I love Wayne. Like, he's my generation's GOAT, hands down. But I think that's just where he's at right now, man. And I don't even judge this album crazy. I'm not judging him crazy. Like, he's already at the top. He's already done what he's done to hip hop. Like, it's actually a problem that there is no new artists that are even worthy of being even talked about. Like, there's no new artist right now who's dropped albums that, like, are getting the attention of the people. Like, we can't name one. Like, Pusha T is about to drop an album, and that's coming out in a month, and we know Pusha T's an older artist. Mallet, the Clips are older artists. Wayne is an older artist. We're waiting on a J. Cole album. J. Cole is an older artist. Like, where's the youth at, man? Where the young guys at? We can't just depend, on 40-year-old guys to keep a genre that's based on the youth alive forever. It's going, it's a matter of time for one of these young guys got to start putting in some pain, putting in some talent, And, that's what I think hip-hop is missing right now. And that's what I think about the Wayne album. Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate the love. Much more content coming to you on the way. I appreciate everyone. Thank you. Peace out.